You know that feeling when you're in a room full of people, but you've never felt more alone? For most kids, home is where you're seen. For me, it was where I disappeared. My parents didn't mistreat me. They just forgot I was there. They were obsessed with their own world, their own struggles, and my straight-A brother who could do no wrong. I was the ghost in the hallway. Today, the world knows my name. They see the billionaire. They see the empire. But they don't see the kid who started a business just so someone would finally have to look him in the eye. This isn't just a story about money. It's a story about how being ignored became my greatest competitive advantage. Growing up, I learned two things early. 1. No one was coming to save me. 2. If I wanted something, I had to build it myself. While my brother was getting celebrated for winning a regional debate, I was in the garage fixing broken lawnmowers I'd found in the trash. I'd sell them on the weekend for $50 profit. I remember coming home with $200 in my pocket, a fortune for a 12-year-old. I walked into the kitchen, heart pounding, ready to show my dad. He didn't even look up. He just pointed toward the fridge and told me to be quiet because he was on a conference call. That was the moment something snapped. I realized that if I played by their rules, I'd always be invisible. If I wanted their attention, if I wanted the world's attention, I had to become someone they couldn't ignore. I left home at 18 with nothing but a backpack and a chip on my shoulder. I worked 3 jobs, but I spent every midnight to 4 a.m. window building my first software platform. There were nights I lived on ramen and tap water. There were weeks when the invisible kid felt like he was becoming an invisible adult. I called home once. My mom asked if I could help pay for my brother's law school graduation party. She didn't ask if I had eaten that day. I didn't get angry. I got focused. I poured that rejection into code. I poured that loneliness into sales calls. When you have nothing to lose and no one to lean on, you develop a level of hunger that people with safety nets can never understand. I launched my first tech firm at 24. For 3 years, it was a ghost town. Then, suddenly, the world woke up. We hit our first million, then 10, then 100. Suddenly the phone started ringing. Old friends, distant cousins, and yes, my parents. They didn't call to apologize for the years of silence. They called because they saw me on the cover of a magazine. Walking into a room now is different. People stop talking when I enter. They hang on every word. It's exactly what I thought I wanted when I was 10 years old. But here's the secret no one tells you about success. I used to think I became a billionaire to prove them wrong. I thought I did it for the "I told you so." But looking back at that lonely kid in the garage, I realize I didn't do it for them. I did it because being ignored taught me how to observe. It taught me how to listen. It taught me that the only person's validation you truly need is the one staring back at you in the mirror. My parents ignored me, and it was the best gift they ever gave me. It forced me to find my own light. If you're feeling invisible right now, if you feel like the world is looking past you, don't get bitter. Get better. Build something so big they can't look away, because the best revenge isn't success. The best revenge is realizing you don't need their approval anymore. Thanks for watching. I'll see you at the top.